Good morning. Good morning, family. I'm over here battling a little cold, so I ain't make it. My allergies is bothering me this morning. As you can see, my allergies is kicking my butt. But how everybody doing this good Tuesday morning? I see your mama. I saw Quill, aka Mama Quill, and tapped in. How you doing, Terry Nixon in the building? We got Wanda Smith. Deborah O'Neill, y'all hit them likes as y'all coming in. Michael Barringer in the building. Georgia Boy, top of the morning. Meat Freaks Barbecue, Palaca, Florida in the building. What's up, Philly? I ain't going. It is Tuesday. Linda Chilton, thank you for tapping in. L, the Golden Child Shop, how you doing? Oh, I'm definitely going to get, soon as I get done, I'm going to get me a medicine ball. Carolyn Hendricks, how you doing this morning? This weather's crazy up here, though. These people got they done unleashed these forever codes on us up here. I see Denise from Georgia then tapped in. How you doing? They done brought in this forever code. Hey Spragg, good morning. They done brought in this forever code. How y'all doing this morning? Hassan Pinchback, how you doing? Tony Terry in the building. Good morning to everybody that's tapping in. Shantae, I see the shining came on in. Good morning, people. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all see the city of Grand Blanc has made the news. Grand Blanc, we call it Grand Blanc in this way, but Grand Blanc has made the news. Jazzy Melanie, how you doing? It's terrible what's going on, but I'm seeing a whole bunch of different articles that came out. Oh, for sure. And you know what? We got that. I got to wipe. We got the Lysol wipes and stuff. I gotta wipe some stuff down. But I'm on my vitamins. Shantae, thanks for tapping in. I'm on my vitamins. I tell you, this forever cold, dangerous out here. I'm telling you, Bonnie Vanner from New Orleans, thank you for tapping in. It feel like I didn't prayers out to Grand Blanc. I mean, I done seen so many things. I'm guessing now they trying to say that the individual who did this, he was with a member of the church. I mean, was dealing with a member of the church or something. It's like, Lord, on it. You know what? I've been trying to find some more zinc. We had the vitamins. We out on them. I'm definitely going to get me a medicine ball. I'm definitely going to get some medicine ball because I got a concrete jungle. Thanks for tapping in. Salty Chef, I got you. Debbie Clark, one half of the Wonder Twins. Thank y'all for tapping in. We do have council tomorrow. The agendas probably will be out. Hopefully everything is going back to how it is. We get nothing did. The mayor gonna get this stuff pushed through. But I see this, let me see. Hey, and it is. I'm telling you, it is. Now I pray the council meetings is on YouTube. I will not be down there. Miss Karaja Smith, thank you for tapping in. I will not be down there. My nose been running on. My nose been running like I'm on. Like I've been hanging out there with Frank and them. This 1980s. Really my allergies because ain't nothing coming out now. I'm all congested. Michael Cooley, thanks for tapping in. He said, point of order. Keep pressure on Davina. Man, we trying to keep Davina got pressure on us. Mr. Thomas, thanks for tapping in. Hey, Dolphins finally won the game, but Tariq out though. Yeah, I heard about what happened to him. That was terrible. That was terrible. Lavender, thanks for tapping in. And good morning. I tell you, I'm all this stuff sounds terrible. It'll be over in a second though. But this weather, like I say, we in the 70s, 80s, and it's gonna be what drop down tomorrow, then gonna go back up. It's gonna be in the 80s for Friday and Thursday and Friday. This weather is downright diabolical. I'm trying to find some new articles that they had out. I did kind of want to pull up, but see, okay, I'm gonna go with this one right here, the Detroit Free Press. Yeah, like I say, prayers out there to the community. I see they do have a GoFundMe up. I was looking at, I think 810 Flint had it on his page. Let me go back on. Here we go. Why I can't get what I'm looking for? Why the study doing what I'm looking for? Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, so I can't push that. That's what that is. All right, here we go, family. Here we go right here. And this coming from the Detroit Free Press. Let me bring this on top right here. Dr. Cammy, thank you for tapping in. Thank you for tapping in. Then we got Michelle Smith, a.k.a. Ann, and her lovely husband is in the building. Thank y'all for tapping in. Let me go put this right here. Let's see what this is. A share. Let me get on over here. I would have had it on a little earlier. But I mean, okay, here we go. Y'all see it. Okay, now I'm reading, like I said, this is just one I got. Renee Eccles, thank you for tapping in, beloved. Grand Rising to you, Yogi G. I don't know. You know what? I think Trevor might be out for a second. He might be out for a second, but hold on one second, family. Hold on one second. What up, cuzzo? What it do? The lovely Carolyn Hendrickson tapped in. Hold on one second, family. Hold on one second. Tasha Lynn, good morning. Hold on one second. Let me get this together. 1 second. I'm back, family. Let me see who did I miss. Eleanor Wicker, good morning. If I missed anybody, okay. All right, family, I'm back now. I had, like I said, it was several. Like I said, I was looking at several Wilson nights. I was kind of looking at it. I was looking at the national news, as far as how they made it on the, even with certain podcasts it was on. This whole thing is getting downright diabolical. But it said at least 5 dead. At least 5 dead. Like, wow. I seen other ones when they was saying it was just this whole thing. This whole thing, we got to do better, family. like I say, the way this stuff finna come out, and I'm just like I said, I was skimming through different articles and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was skimming through it, but what I don't like about it, and I'm gonna say this, is how we do it like this. Is how this like the ones at the top is playing it. Like you got, believe me, you got both sides from the Republicans to the Democrats playing with something that's like a tragedy that happened. That's the only thing I don't like about how it's playing neither side, and they going back till but it did open up some things that did make people think about fires, people coming back from war and everything, and people mental state. Lanita Murray, thank you for tapping in. And I think people should, you would think people will be understanding now fires what war do to people on the psyche and bringing them back. That's why we should never be, good morning, Miss Unit. We should never be so rushed to always go to violence. But this is where we at. Constance, good morning. Thank you for tapping in. That's the only thing I like. I hate about it, but then I understand far as what's going on out there. But where is when the stuff was happening in Flint, far as St. Mark's Church? What about we the people? I mean, the People's Church, far as with Pastor Matthew, and you got Pastor Thompson, like shooting the shit. T, good morning. Thanks for tapping in. Yeah, I didn't call. It's my allergies, Yogi G. It's just my allergies. Otis Johnson in the building. Roll Tide. We got Bama and touchdown. Yeah, I mean then because I'm looking at like I say the different podcasts. I don't really know what's going on. It's like facts Queen Anita, but it's just like and and I was just looking at it. You never. I mean I get that, but I'm trying to wait that they speak on the other churches, the stuff that's been going on around here. As Wanda Smith said, hit that like button, you heard? Oh, Stella said African students and visas being held. I'm just looking at it, like I said, I see both sides. It's like it's terrible. That's a very terrible situation. But man, I just wonder when they're gonna start taking, like, what's gonna be the what's the outcome of this? Like, is they gonna start taking threats more seriously now? Or you know what I'm saying? But I do understand. Listen, even I mean, like I was telling y'all yesterday. Oh, Trevor just popped in. You must have just woke up.
Yeah, I partied a little too hard last night.
You said you did what?
I partied a little too hard last night.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody deserves a good day or two. I'm looking at what Mama Quill said. Donnell Meredith, good morning. She said they're not going to speak on the other churches because in their minds we are insignificant. And if they do speak on it, it will only be as an afterthought. Wow. Yeah, Mr. Thomas, nothing will change. Andre Holland, good morning. Thank you for tapping in. My allergies been whooping me this morning. That's what I'm calling it. I ain't calling it nothing but allergies now.
It's nothing else. It's just allergies.
Yeah, just allergies.
Okay.
I'm saying what I ain't going said. Said that's exactly the comment I made when I seen it made the world news. I said that wasn't the only church that was targeted. Two in Flint was as well. Why wasn't it televised? I mean, the way this mayor got stuff on lockdown here, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Jazzy Melody said, good morning. Good morning to you, Trevor. Hope Beasley is in the building. Yeah, I just seen different articles, man, but I'll just give you a little brief what I was seeing. I was watching both. Like I tell you, I watched both sides. I watched the conservative podcast. I watched the liberal podcast. Only thing I don't like with this with this thing that they making, and I'm talking about from the top, like the MS. Well, it ain't MSNBC no more. What is it called now?
What,
They left.
MSNBC?
Yeah, no, remember they broke off.
No, it's.
They changed it. Morning Joe. They ain't on there no
Oh,
more. Remember
okay,
they
okay.
took their
I
program.
thought you were talking about the network itself. I'm like, no, it's still MSNBC.
Yeah,
right?
remember Rachel Maddow, all of them. Remember they left. What's up, Simple Sammy 3, Sarah P in the building. C-SPAN. Oh, okay, C-SPAN. Yeah, they left. Oh, Facts Queen and these allergies are becoming contagious. Anyway, I give you the synopsis. What I was saying, I was like looking at, it, I'm like, they murkying this thing up so bad, and I think what both sides don't get, you playing this game where you gonna get both sides gonna become agitated with each other. Because right now they playing this game. If he was a liberal, if he was a conservative, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on. It's like, listen, you know,
Let's see if they found a reason yet.
I seen one, but I don't know how true it is. I just said it's different article. Lanita Murray with the $20 super chat. Thank you, beloved. First they said I think he I gotta go back and find the article. Miss Odie, good morning. And y'all hit that like button as you come in and saying he was going with one of the members of the church or something. But like I say, it's just speculations, you know what I'm saying, that they bring. And that's why when I was looking at far as the major news and I was looking at, you know, who I assume is like the top podcasters and stuff. And as they were speaking on it, you know, a lot of people, it made its rounds. And it's like you can just see how it became political.
Oh, apparently this guy had made negative comments about the LDS Church in the past.
See, Concrete Jungle said that's what I heard this morning too. He was alleged he was with a member. That's what I'm telling you. I seen where they I think it was another car that got stopped. I guess they arrested the person. This was yesterday, trying to come through the barricade. Like I said, I was looking at it on the news. You may be right, Mr. Thomas said the game is to agitate.
Let's see. In recent weeks, locals said the bad guy began behaving oddly, nearly running over a longtime friend with his truck in a seeming joke, asking local political candidate questions about his positions on guns and openly declaring his hatred for the LDS Church, even saying that Mormons are the Antichrist. Holy shit.
But see, this the only thing, Trevor, like where that kind of lose me at. We had, you know how they come up, this what a person said, and we found the manifesto. You know what I'm saying? It's just like all of them had the same thing. It's like they hated this, you know what I'm saying? This a pattern that they had. I'm like, okay, you found it. Oh, okay. Kenneth said they found lots of 47 paraphernalia at his home. But that's what I'm saying. Both sides is doing this. One saying he wasn't, you know, he wasn't a conservative, the liberal. It's like it's like you saying the same. It's playing all over again. Neither side want to claim what's going on, and to me, it's like if you saying, because do Mormons fall up under Christianity?
Yeah, kind of. Think of them as the estranged cousin to Christianity. I mean, the full name of the church is the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
That's the point I was trying to make. So they believe in Jesus, so they know God was his father. That's all I'm saying. Like, how can we get? And I see Noble Mackin tapped in for Cincinnati. Okay, shooting the shit. T said the Grand Blanc City Councilman said he told him that a few days prior to. And that's what I'm saying. This stuff is just, listen. It's just, oh, that's what it is, me free. But I'm just saying, like, how do they get? But I get it. You know what I'm saying? Every religion got, you know what I'm saying? There's different things to fall up under them, different sets. But it's just all of a sudden now, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm looking at. It's just like they be having these, like I said, everybody making this, this side saying this side saying that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, like what's the end game?
Sway votes, apparently. Oh, you want to hang out with those people? They're dangerous. They're violent. You want to vote for them? That's the end game. It's getting irritating.
And like I said, to me, it was just like the stuff that they just be making up. It's just like they know what's on a person's mind and he had all this. To me, it's like watching a movie. Just to, you know what I'm saying? Like, is you gonna really get down to it? And then just on top of that, as they should be concerned what happened out there. But let's focus on, you know what I'm saying? Handle that too, but let's get this before we have one of them incidents here. That's my thing.
All right, let's see.
You know, how many more times do the people's pastor got to be threatened? You know what I'm saying? Like, do they want St. Mark's Church to be burnt to the ground?
Probably.
I'm just saying, like you a figure. Like I say, even with Rose campaign headquarters got burnt. Now hers did get burnt to the ground. They didn't. I guess they didn't feel like it was successfully done the right the first time. They spent the block back and did it right the second time. Now you know what I'm saying? Like, when have you ever heard something like that going on to a retired police officer and it ain't no big thing?
I mean, only in Flint, dude. Only in Flint, and only when you're running against the mayor. You do that anywhere else, cops are typically there to protect each other. But this time,
I'm just trying to figure it out, like, and as they should do, like I say, prayers out there to them out there. But I would love the same type of attention that's happening to the pastors here in Flint. Before you get something like this, if you can prevent it, prevent it. Cause like I said with the pastor, and I'm not trying to laugh. It's just saying, y'all told him, Pastor Matthew, to go out there and serve my man that was talking about killing him allegedly.
yeah, let's just put Pastor Matthew in close proximity to a guy that wants to end him. Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds wonderful.
Now you see how, but you go tell him to go serve him. You're supposed to protect your flock.
Yeah, I mean, anywhere else you could have a cop fucking serve him. Not in Flint.
And then get out on disorderly conduct. They grab him. It's a disorderly conduct. I'm just saying this all allegedly what was said. He get grabbed, but he get out on a disorderly conduct.
Yeah. I mean, look, prosecutors in Flint completely ballless. They just want a quick conviction, move on to the next thing. They don't care if they actually get you. Okay, yeah, that's a felony. Dude tried attacking people. He tried attacking a church. I mean, violent attacks. And what do you know? Oh, disorderly conduct.
Good morning, Miss Beverly Biggs Levy.
Only in Flint have we ever heard of someone getting a disorderly conduct charge bumped up to a felony, too.
That's what I'm saying. How can...
Like, oh, yeah, you want to come and help and da. No. We're going to hit you with a felony disorderly conduct. What?
That's what I'm saying. You might be on to something right there, T. That's what I'm saying. You making a point, because I'm saying Jed came up here, did a peaceful protest, right?
Mm-hmm.
His thing turned into a felony.
Yep.
A guy that threatened, allegedly, like I said, this allegedly, so threatened Pastor Matthew, right? Come back up to his place, call, Then if allegedly he get picked up and he get picked up, right? He get disorderly conduct, right? Jed do a peaceful protest, the protesting of what's going on in the city, far as the water situation, which is a misdemeanor, but it get moved up to a felony. My man do some felony. This individual do some felony type shit. His get knocked down to a disorderly conduct.
Yeah, and Jed's still fighting that case.
That's what I'm saying.
But the other dude, I think that case is just pled down and gone, right?
Like I said, it's not in the news no more. Good morning, Felicia, in the building. It's not in the news.
So, yeah. I've stopped trying to make sense of it, dude. It's literally everything's just targeted. Like, targeted positive, positive treatment and targeted negative treatment. There is no sense of fairness or justice or X, Y, or Z there.
No, because that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at it, and I'm not trying to take away the tragedy that happened out there in Grand Blanc by no means. That was listen, that was some downright, that was messed up right there. That was a tragedy. But my thing is, why is it not being nothing said? Like I say, they waiting for a tragedy to happen at St. Mark's or at the People's Church?
Yes. So they could say they brought it on themselves.
Because that's how it's going to be played.
Oh yeah, he shouldn't have been. He shouldn't have been so against the mayor. This happened to him for X, Y, or Z. Fuck off.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. All y'all do is just go look bullshit. At it. And that's what I'm saying. And I still can't get over this one though, man. When you saw the police chief, like, I'm just saying, what do people really supposed to expect from the majority 5? What change do they think this mayor and that 5 gonna help move? As Liddell, the councilwoman in the second ward, say, we doing the business of the city, and we gonna help. They moving Flint forward. Like, what businesses they move? How they like?
How many times do we have to say the business of the city is no longer the business of the people?
Deborah Luna then tapped in. Good morning, Deborah Luna. Linda Children said, have the concerned pastor said anything about Grand Blanc? Yeah, the mayor probably told them they can speak now. They probably got something to be said. The city of Flint says something. Did the city of Flint say anything about the People's Church or St. Mark's?
No.
If that ain't some hypocrisy right there.
Yeah, that's actually a trip, right? Because LDS is a rather fringe group altogether. And if you take a look at population size, right? Baptists, Lutherans, Presbyterians, Pentecostals, all those far, far larger churches nationwide. LDS has a lot more money. That's for sure. They tithe. Hell, if you miss church, they will come knock on your door after church and like, hey, why did you miss it? They're very strict about that sort of deal. But when you take a look at the population of Flint as a whole, or that general greater area, you're going to find a lot more Baptists, and yet this somewhat fringe group, Mormons, are getting all the attention. Granted, 7 people died, quite a few, or 7 people were attacked. If however many body count is, it's still a tragedy. But this could have easily been a far larger body count had one of those 2 churches in Flint been burned down.
Yeah,
nothing happened there. I'm sorry, LDS has the money to spend on, keeping their churches up to date, keeping their churches, with fire suppression systems to help mitigate this. And Flint really don't. That fire would have spread like the flu around council had it hit, say, St. Mark's. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just why are these groups getting so many? Why is the LDS getting so much coverage? And yeah, because okay, it went through. What about the attempts in Flint? And Jesus Christ, anyway. What about the local Flint paper saying, "Hey, this isn't the first time a church has been targeted in this area, and we know for a fact that these two churches here inside the city of Flint have been targeted for political reasons before."
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you ain't gonna see that.
You know what? To be honest with you, I don't think they will. Because you might open up something that you don't need to. Hold up, I just seen somebody. Ron Hayward. Hey, good morning to you, Leader McNeely. Thank you for tapping in. Let me read what Felicia said. My roll call. Mickey's roll call today is sponsored by Democrats and Republicans. Stop playing and do right by the people. No government shutdown. I'm glad we got there. And I was finna pull up Coretta H in the building. Good morning. Thank you for tapping in. What you feel about the government shutdown, Trevor?
C'est la vie.
You
Same
know,
shit, different day.
Facts.
No, I care. And let me explain to you why, right? I've told you before, if it doesn't directly impact me, I usually don't care about, national news.
Mm-hmm.
This one does impact me. Even though they've finally protected veterans' pensions,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people I know and love aren't veterans, and their checks may get fucked up.
Right.
Now, government shutdown would be absolutely fine by me if it was protected, Social Security or, retirement funds guaranteed by the government were unaffected, and instead, congressional paychecks were the ones that would get, suspended until they pass something. That's not the case. It's the exact opposite. Congress is always going to get paid. Their staff is always going to get paid.
Right.
But federal employees aren't. Some folks that are on some sort of federal pensions aren't. And so, yeah, it pisses me off. Like, honestly, if one of these two parties wants to fucking show, hey, no, we're actually for the people, we actually give a goddamn, they put it on the floor. And instead of suspending all these millions of Americans' pay that they rely on, that some landlords or some companies, some businesses won't understand and will cut off services if they aren't paid by X day, we just need to pause, say, Congresses, presidents, and federal courts paychecks. Like, why should they get paid when the people who pay the fucking taxes aren't? That's always been a thing for me. Back in 2012, there was a shutdown. Fucked up my paycheck for a long while. I still think the government owes me from that one.
I'm looking at, I see what Kenneth says. It's the only move the Dems got to try and stop the medical insurance increases for most Americans. Wow. So that's what they're doing it for.
Yeah, that's what they're doing it for. They have you in mind when they're shutting down the entire government. Don't worry. They are cutting off people's pensions just for you. No, they want something out of it. They want something tangible for themselves out of it. Just like when Republicans do it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Democrats the only one.
Nah, I've seen both sides. You forgot, what was it? We was just at this. Remember when Ted Cruz was finna shut it down?
Teddy Bear.
Ted Cruz, yeah. Remember when this was going to cause a government shutdown? Then he acted like he forgot it, but I think they funded it for, what was it? Was it funded for like maybe 6 months? I want to say it was during Biden. Was it his first year or his second year?
Mm-hmm. Shutdowns have been threatened now since 2012 every fucking year. This is no longer anything new or shocking. Like, this is just a standard delay tactic to get something you want on the floor.
But I'm looking at what Kenneth's saying too. He said the threat to fire people has no power. They firing people every day with their cuts. What's up, Cuzzo? Maria Carter then tapped in. I look at it like this, man. We see this move because that's what the mayor do. Remember, if you don't pass this, people finna lose their jobs, and what happened? They end up passing it, and ain't nobody lost their job. But I do agree with you. What is it that, and I'm saying what Kenneth's saying, if the Democrats holding it up to get their, the fires on the medical increases and stuff, I can understand. It's something that they want that it got to be the Trump need. So he gonna have. What's up, Sherry Allen and tapped in. He gonna, I don't think they're gonna let the government shut down. Trump will have a nervous breakdown if they shut it down.
We'll see.
Yeah, because it's not a good look. You got to think he going into not election for him, but you going into election for your senators, your mayors, your governors. That's not a good look for the. You know what I'm saying? These is games that can be played going into elections for next year. You remember, things you do will have consequences. Like the Republicans might have. Don't they got both houses right now, the Senate and the House?
Yes.
See, this can be like doing this could be some stuff where you will lose that, and then you either lose the Senate or you'll lose the House.
Oh, my sinus is kicking in.
Yeah, I told you, allergies. So which one do Trump, what would he want to lose? Do you think he'd implemented some of his programs? He ready to, and usually when you implement stuff, it don't kick in to like following years, like a couple years later. Do you think that he really want
to? So laws usually kick in on the first of the year. Now, presidential executive orders, which once again aren't laws, kick in as soon as the president signs it. Now, what doesn't kick in for a few years is like the desired effect type deal. How long does it take for X, Y, or Z to lower prices or to bring in more revenue or whatever? And I don't see how a shutdown would give Trump the right to do whatever he wants. That hasn't been a thing.
Okay, I'm looking at Jojo said that's how you know it's a game. They have the majority and the government shutdown is in play.
That's because it isn't a 51% pass. It's something like a 60% to pass a lot of these reconciliation and spending bills. Let me see.
I see Linda.
Felicia right here is absolutely right.
Yeah,
yeah. And here's the fun thing. Their pensions don't get fucked up when they shut down the government. This is fucking guaranteed. Now, your mother, grandmother, some of you yourselves, no, your shit ain't guaranteed. Never will be.
Oh, Kenneth said he can adjust and move departments into other departments, I'm guessing.
You can do that already.
I'm looking at
He's already looking at ending the FT or ATF, which I'm kind of down with actually. Fuck the ATF.
I'm looking at what Linda Childers said. She said Mayor Adams stepped down for re-election. He didn't have no path to win. And I think that was a smart move on his part because you know what he doing? He clearing the path for Como.
Yeah.
Because the Democratic Party don't really want Mandani. They party does not win, even though he won the Democratic majority. He beat Cuomo. He beat him, but they do not want him Mandani as the mayor of New York.
Yeah,
and that's why you see in Cuomo trying to. I think he running as an independent.
Yeah, he's running as an independent with Democrat money backing.
In facts, and then you see
so independent,
right? Because you see where who was it? Chuck Schumer from New York, Hakeem Jeffries. Neither one of them would give Mandani the vote, saying they would back him. And them your two top people.
Yep.
and they won't even they wouldn't even give him like
They won't give you the nut. No,
no,
I
they
mean
won't.
the dude is far out there. Like for me, now I'm not saying far out there like in terms of he's one of the violent XYZs. Like no. But he's got some crazy ideas on financing in XYZ. Like, oh yeah, let's just raise taxes throughout the entire city to fund this, and this. Bro, that ain't gonna work. You're gonna have people move out of that fucking city. I mean, it already costs you $1 million a year to rent some of these fucking apartments to rent. And you're thinking of raising taxes on people? Like, they're gonna run the fuck out.
But this is the way they set it up though. It cost of living in New York is high anyway.
The cost of living in New York is fucking insane.
Yeah, that's what.
You,
But
you know
I
how much a pack of Marlboro Reds is in New York?
About $12.
You're looking at 15.
Oh wow.
Yeah, if someone's smoking in New York, they're fucking rich. That is my view on it. I see someone light up a cigarette in New York, I'm like, nah, that man's got money.
Oh, you're right, Kenneth. I done seen Schumer and Hakeem been screwed before in dealing with the Republic. They not no good. Listen, Chuck Schumer, or this is what the same people who fund the Republicans put money to them, put money for the Democrats too.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying? That's why they be folded. Ain't they folding because they want to? They don't have no other choice. They getting paid by the same people. That's why you really don't see. And to me, I don't even think. I think the Democratic Party is it's only a party in name only. I'm just being honest with you. Like, as they say, dinos. I think dinos have took over the Democratic Party.
Dude, the way I've been viewing the Democrat Party lately is it's not one party, like you're saying. It's a bunch of disparate groups that happen to try to band together to try to just oppose. I don't feel like they stand for anything. They just oppose things. I mean, when you have, what is it now? Like 5, 6, 7 subgroups. And they're all calling themselves the Democrat Party, but they can't get along with each other for the life of them.
It ain't. Be honest.
I mean, Republicans in a way are the same thing, but it's like 2 or 3 subgroups. And, don't get me wrong, they will fuck each other over in a heartbeat, but they can get along somewhat.
Listen, you see how, they minority be rough. To me, the Republicans, and I'm like I said, I've been a lifelong voter Democrat.
Yeah.
You know what, Concrete Jungle? You may be right. See, I'm noticing a lot of 47 staunch supporters are starting to separate themselves from him also over this Epstein situation.
Oh, by the way, did you know the day Tucker Carlson was shot, Congress quietly voted on the Epstein files and voted to keep them sealed?
Tucker Carlson was
that
shot
night? Not Tucker.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, Charlie Kirky.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Congress quietly voted to keep those sealed. Well, subcommittee in Congress voted to keep those sealed. Makes you wonder.
Listen, you knew they was gonna keep it down, and you know what, because I've been watching it too. Concrete, a lot of them is mad. You got Tucker Carlson. You got what's her name? Major. What's her? Oh my goodness.
Major Taylor Greene.
Major. Why I keep calling Major? Yeah, Major Taylor Greene. She been going at the Republican Party for that. It's been a bunch. I mean, I done seen some who going. But the thing is, when you seeing, but I think what it is with the Trump supporters, he ran on this. We was going to uncover the Epstein files. Then when he got in there, he did, and Pam Bondi them, the people he put in, Cash Patel and them, he slid off. It's like, okay, I was going to do it, but now I can't do it. Yeah, and you're right. The Democrats did, because you know why? You know why the Democrats went along with it?
What?
You don't think some of them was on there? Remember, they was willing to give up Clinton.
Yeah. It strikes me as strange, right? Everyone says Clinton was the best thing since, just pick another
Sliced bread.
Democrat from him. Yeah, another Democrat from history. Yeah, even other Democrats say it. And then you just look at how quick they're willing to sell him up the river. Like, was he the best thing? Like, why are you trying to sabotage this man?
But what? Good morning, Lenore Seal. But what was they gonna do though, Trevor? What they gonna do to an ex-president? You can't do nothing to him. You can't do nothing. That's just like, listen, what was the Queen of England? Her husband, remember, he was supposed to be in it. Listen, it was a who's who in this giant money world.
Man, the Queen's husband, when the IRA killed his brother, went and raided an armory, a British Army armory, to go basically to war by himself against the IRA, and no one fucking stopped him. Like, that shit's wild.
What was his brother? I mean, what was he? What was they again?
His brother?
Yeah, what country was they from?
I think they're Brits. They're Cornwalls, I believe.
Yeah, I thought he was from some. You sure he's from Britain?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Prince Andrew? No, it wasn't Prince Andrew. What was his name?
Give me a second. Oh God. What was the Queen's name? Elizabeth, right? No.
Yeah, Queen Elizabeth.
All right, Queen Elizabeth II's husband.
What was her? I thought he was
Prince Philip.
Yeah, Prince Philip. My bad.
And
what was Prince Philip from?
He was the Duke of Edinburgh, and so yeah, he's Brit.
No, I know he was a duke, but I thought he was. I thought he was from.
The dude is white as paper.
No, I know that, but I thought he was. I thought he was from Ireland. I knew he was from Europe, but I thought.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, you're right. I was wrong. Philip was born in Greece to Greek and Danish royal families.
Right, that's what I thought.
His family was exiled from the country when he was 18 months old. After being educated in France, Germany, the UK, he joined the Royal Navy in 1939 when he was 18 years old. And then he started... early 1900s was wild. He was 18. He started corresponding with a 13-year-old Princess Elizabeth. What?
No, they set that up. That's how they did that. They set that up.
That's still fucking wild. Like, hey, yeah, let me just set up my 13-year-old daughter with this 18-year-old dude.
But did you see what he was, though? He was royalty. That's how they keep their blood. I mean, that's how they're keeping that money in the family. They set that up. I figured, but I forgot what his family was exiled for. Did they But I remember that.
Let's see. Exile from Greece.
Because I was I've been watching some documentaries on YouTube about it. The Monarch.
Going through real quick.
That's why he could never be the king.
That and Elizabeth was too politically savvy to allow anyone to take that title.
I think how it's set up, he couldn't be it. That's why his son, Prince Charles, was able to become King Charles.
Well, I mean,
if you go watch how the monarch are set up, listen, they got their stuff set up, and like I say, it's rough how but see, they sent their families to these different parts and stuff. How they be doing it, you know what I'm saying? They might be sending. Remember who Prince Charles' wife, who he married to, she can't be the queen, but she what did they call her?
Usually some consort.
Yeah, because I think because she come from a lower house. Even though he the king, she couldn't be the queen.
All right, let's
What's
see.
Up, Connie?
It looks like his family was exiled from Greece after World War One, the Greeks got their asses kicked by the Turks, and part of the armistice was the Greeks had to abolish their monarchy, which is wild to me. Like,
No, I'm
yeah,
with
we're gonna kick your ass so hard that you have to completely
Dutch.
abolish your entire government.
Dutch. That's what it was. I'm saying with Mark Hutchinson. Yep, this sounds disgusting to us, but marrying girls in their teens was normal. Actual older family members, you will be shocked at what they will tell you. No, that's a
Oh
fact. That's a fact
no,
there.
I fully realize it was normal back then. It's still wild to me today, right? Like, do I want my children talking to these older men? Like, my daughter's in their 20s. Do I want them talking to someone, 30, 31? Fuck no.
But that's what they. But
That's
see,
it was normal to them. I get it. And, the world's a lot smaller with internet now, so there's a lot more presumptive, suitors.
but see, but see, they was marrying families. I'm looking what common sense said. Did you know? It's what common sense said.
A lot of
Oh, that
Americans.
was Kenneth said. Did you know Queen Charlotte was another melanated person in the English royalty? And what it said, common sense said, Charlotte, North Carolina is named after Queen Charlotte. Arthur Logan, thank you for tapping in this morning. No, I mean when you, like I say, man, there's so much stuff when you go into that man, the royal. That's just like what man, you remember the brother? Remember the what was it? Is it Prince Andrew? He was the one supposed to be next in line, but remember he gave his up because he was married. I think then he married an American actress.
He was
So
next in line. He's the youngest of the three children from
he would have been
Princess Diane.
Yeah, no, he would. I'm talking about over King Charles. He would have been. He the older brother. He would have been. But he ended up giving it
You're
up.
talking about the one that's with Meghan Markle?
No.
Oh.
I'm talking about Prince Charles' brother. Go look at how his was and go see that he gave it up. That's how I'm thinking, if I'm not mistaken. That's how Charles Grace Kelly. It was Grace Kelly. That's why I think was it was Andrew. Is that his name? Because the Prince Charles is when he called himself that they was scaling down. As far as that, he made him give up the house that he was staying in, and he lost some of his a security detail.
King Charles. Okay. Oh shit! Apparently, there's some stuff going on with the royal family right now.
Between the brothers, the two older brothers.
Yeah, Charles is perplexed by Harry's accusation of sabotage.
Oh, not that. I'm talking about him and his brother. I'm not talking
Harry
about.
is his brother, his youngest brother. And then William is his middle brother. Prince William sees Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson as a threat to King Charles. What? British royalty is always so fucking.
You say
weird.
what? I didn't catch that.
Prince William sees Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson as a threat to King Charles.
Fergie.
Yeah,
because but it go to his kids. It would be his son would be the next king because he the prince. That's what I'm saying. But he gave it up.
Unless he didn't produce any heirs, then it'd go to his
but see,
second brother's
Andrew was hanging. Okay, yeah, I think it was Prince Andrew. I think is that who it is? I'm talking about Prince Philip's sons, King Charles and
yeah. All I know about
okay, so it was Edward the eighth gave up the crown for his woman, and they sent him to Canada. William is next in line.
All I know about the Windsor family, the British royal family, and I just had to look up their last name again, is after the Queen died, a lot of people were wishing and protesting, trying to say that they wanted Prince Philip to abdicate in favor of his son, so just skip the crown entirely, pass it to his kid, so they'd have a little bit more stability, because he's already in his fucking 60s. Like, do we really expect this crown to last long? Nah, Put it on your like 20-year-old kid's head and let it sit there for 40 years and add some stability. That, and a lot of people didn't like him because back in the day he got into some wild shit. But being, crown royalty, especially heir presumptive, the man wasn't getting in trouble for shit.
Let me see. Common said Grace of Morocco was an American actress and Prince of Morocco as the wife of Prince Rainier III from their marriage on April 18, 1956 until her death in 1982.
And that seems to be a running thing. American actresses happen to be the royal family's weakness. Like, all right, you marry this chick from Hollywood, you ain't catching the crown, bro.
Hey, listen, maybe they didn't like what they had over there. You can't,
I mean,
maybe they didn't like what they had
it's a
over
small
there.
island with very, very limited genetics. Here in America, it's a huge area. People move around a lot. You get a lot more beauty moving around. Whereas them, let's just say some of them family trees don't fork, all right?
But I mean, as you can see, what they going through right now, because ain't Wood. I mean, what's the Harry? They so mad at Harry because he married what's her name? I don't want to. I mean, what's Meghan Markle?
God,
Man, they so mad. they so mad. They so mad at them. But it's him and his brother beefing though, and the way. And the way the news did her over there is downright diabolical.
Oh yeah, dude. Once again, an American actress, but also they didn't like that she's I think she's like half African American, half white. I don't know. I just remember the first time I saw her on the show Suits, I was like, holy shit, she's hot. And then it turns out some member of the British royal family was tagging her and then married her. I'm like, oh, what a time not to have a crown.
When they was mad. Listen, man.
I love Jaja Boy, right? They love American women teeth.
Right, Carolyn. Harry was never going to be king because he was the second. That's why I ain't understanding. But I guess they didn't want him that close to the because isn't Kate sick right now? The oldest son wife.
Quite possibly. Horseface Kate.
Oh, that's how y'all talk about her over there?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think when she battling cancer or something.
Let me see if she's ill.
Oh, Kate better now. They're saying Kate better now. Okay. I knew she was sick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, as of September 2025, Queen Camilla has had several recent health issues, including acute viral pneumonia. Like I said, some of their family trees don't fork, and that just leaves their immune systems open to all sorts of hell. Yeah.
Okay, she back doing royal duties. Yeah, I remember they was.
What the fuck is a royal duty in their constitutional monarchy? Like the prime minister holds all the power. They just collect tons of taxes, spend it, and look good.
Right. Okay, King Edward VIII abdicated the throne because he married a divorced woman.
Yeah.
But you see, listen.
They've got some strict fucking standards. Like, hey, no. You marry this divorcee.
Listen, I don't see how they can be having all those strict things like that, man. And the games that they have played. Yeah, some chop their wife's head off. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have. Listen.
The Renaissance and medieval times, like, they're wild.
Wow. It was said that Harry wasn't King Charles' son. Diabolical. Because they feel like he going against the grain.
Yo.
Hey, but you know they're going to do that. They feel like he went against the grain because, he didn't want to get the wife they probably had picked for him.
No.
No.
Hell no. I mean, look. After World War II, the world really opened up. You can make a telephone call from San Francisco all the way to London, right? And to us, that's like that's not a big deal. That's whatever. I got a cell phone right here. I can call anywhere in the world. To them, that was huge because you used to have to write post and shit.
Right.
So, like, hey, why am I going to let my family choose for me when there's 3 billion people in the world at that time? Like,
Facts.
I can choose any one of these, and several of them will have a background good enough for my family to say it's cool. Yup. Yup, that's fucking true. The Tsars of Russia, the Kaisers of Germany, all of them were really. Actually, I think World War One, the German Kaiser and the British monarchy were
Yeah.
first cousins.
Remember, the Pope had a lot to do. The Catholic Church was, you know what I'm saying? They had a lot to do. They was fixing the marriages up like that.
Yeah.
That's how you was keeping power.
Until the Anglican Reformation in England, then they cut ties with the Catholic Church. But the Catholic Church was still exuding some influence. Like, oh yeah, let's hold this banquet and make sure these two fucking meet at least.
You're right about that.
That's a fun little ringtone.
Nah, that's because I'm still at the house.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like
Somebody left their phone. So that's how you heard it.
Oh, I was
Nicole
wondering
got
what the
left.
background noise is. I'm like,
Yeah, no,
damn.
somebody left their phone. Nicole left her phone, so you know you push to find your phone.
No, I actually don't.
Well, that's how you do your phone finder. When you can do it from your watch.
That's what I got a wife for.
Nah, because
She just calls my shit.
Nah, she was outside. I'm doing the show, so she thought she left out with her phone. That's why I'm like,
Okay.
yeah, I already knew what it was because she always be leaving it. Listen, man, this stuff, like you said, but this stuff is so crazy that we go. But this is the stuff that's in the news. This is what I'll be like. All the things that's going on, all the madness is going on, and they're throwing stuff out there like this. But like I say, the Epstein files. It's cold blooded. They weren't gonna bring it out. The president ran on and said he was gonna uncover, but as people should know now, that's just propaganda talk. He know if he would have opened up them files, it was gonna open up a can of worms on him too. He had his people to go over said the president was clear. Did you know it's 30-some women that's still out there who they quieted?
Mm-hmm.
Over 30 women who've been
How
trying
many
to
millionaires visited Epstein Island? Do you know how much money that is? And whether these women are catching the money to keep quiet or that money is being spent and find other ways to keep them quiet, destroy their home life, destroy their personal life, or cut some car brakes.
But that's what they do. That's even like with Hollywood. Why you think? And I was watching something. Why you think a lot of time you don't be saying don't none of them other actors, the ones who making money, or who let's say this, who doing shows, you know they don't speak out and say nothing.
No. Have you taken a look at a lot of their contracts?
Yeah, I mean, no, I ain't looked at the contracts, but they're not gonna say nothing because they don't want to get moved out that spot. They be waiting to come up. You know what I'm saying? They be having people who waiting for their turn. They would be happy say, "Oh, Trevor messed up. It's Mickey's turn now."
Yeah,
they is like cutthroat on what they doing.
So
but it's the companies who letting them fight like this.
The U.S. is often sanitized and somewhat protected, and a lot more in quotes here liberal, right? But I've taken a look at some Hollywood contracts recently because I've, like I said, started following some people on Twitch, and I found my way into the VTuber sphere. I don't know how, but I'm there. And I found out that you got Japanese and Korean idol culture in there. And a lot of these folks are signed up with these huge fucking talent agencies, as it were. There's so many stipulations into these contracts. And I was like, okay, what type of stipulations? Because, I've heard rumors. And so I took a look at a few. One of them, one major part in all these contracts is these people signed with these agencies aren't allowed to date. Period. End of story. You cannot date. You cannot marry. You cannot have any sort of relationship, not even physical ones. And so the company doesn't have to deal with any backlash. Universal Studios has something very similar to that. Now, it doesn't say you can't date, but it does say that you cannot bring any sort of negative backlash. Otherwise, they have the right to terminate your contract and basically blackball you, blacklist you from fucking Hollywood.
But Trevor,
And you signed this shit willingly.
But did you know that's if you say you work in a school, I mean, most jobs, well, I know this when I was working in the school. Do you know that's in the school? You cannot say you cannot talk, be in a relationship with somebody in the workforce.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yes.
Now, but how you not going to do that?
Unenforceable in court? Definitely, they can't enforce that shit in court.
That's the point that I'm saying. How you and that shit in Hollywood, they say that, but don't the directors look at Harvey Weinstein? I just wanted to put this up here from Alan. Says his case seemed like it vanished into thin air. How they gonna have that in the contract? And it's a thing called the director's couch.
Oh yeah, casting couch.
Now,
dude, that's an entire fucking genre on so many adult websites.
But what I'm saying, is that not a hypocrite?
Oh, that is so hypocritical. Here's the thing. In some of these states, like where you're protected, where they have to have a cause to fire you, they can't pull up that part of the contract. Other states that are, quote, a right to work, which makes so little sense to me because a right to work also means a right to fire you for whatever fucking reason. You can violate that. Oh, you can't date, or oh, you can't bring bad publicity to the company, whatever, and they will fire you. So you go out and get yourself a girlfriend. Next thing you know, you're without a job and you're blacklisted. Like, what? It's wild. And then you get big enough to where they can't do that. You have a big enough name running throughout all of Hollywood. Weinstein. And taking these girls and doing, the things that he did. And they couldn't nail him for that until he was charged with federal case. And then it's everyone suddenly, oh my God, I'm so shocked. Most of you were in on it. Hollywood's one of the biggest, pedophile and, sex trafficking rings in the country. And no one gives a goddamn. Oh, well, most of the music industry runs through. Well,
yeah, I'm just saying,
chunk of the music industry runs through Hollywood. But yeah, you're right. I'm just saying, the entertainment industry as a whole going through Hollywood, some of the biggest sex traffickers and pedophile rings in the country, and no one said a goddamn thing until it came out on a court case, and now they're all so appalled. No, most of you motherfuckers are in on it. Shut the fuck up.
Man, they knew that. All you gotta do is go look at some of the Disney the kids, what happened to them.
Look at the Nickelodeon kids.
Facts. I mean, just go look at the industry. What was Britney Spears? Look how she turned out.
She is completely fucked up from that. God, what was that dumb chick? She was a rival to Britney Spears for a while. Sims.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Simpson maybe.
Jessica Simpson.
Yeah, she's sitting there. They say tuna is the chicken of the sea, but is it tuna or is it fish or is it chicken? Yeah, that dumb one. And she's screwed up for life because some of the shit they pulled in there. These people's lives are ruined. You take a look at hell, and that is so Universal Studios Orlando, Nickelodeon Orlando. Not as bad, actually. Yeah, there's some evil going on there. There's evil going on everywhere. But overall, I mean, fairly good place for kids to work. They flew across the country, and it turned into a very dark place very quickly. We're talking drugs, abuse, alcohol. I mean, verbal, mental, emotional, sexual abuse.
In my humble opinion, this is just me. I think this is how the rich play it. They play it like they're not into drugs. They look down on drugs. And some of them are some of the biggest drug abusers that it is.
Charlie Sheen.
I'm just saying. I'm talking about the rich people. I mean, who got real
Sheen
money.
is rich.
Yeah, but I'm saying ones who control things.
Oh yeah,
like the shot callers. That's why you can see, you can see like they'll play like drugs is just bad in the inner city. Remember when they was talking about, well, this is probably before your time. Anyway, when they were just talking about like when crack hit, it wasn't a problem until it hit Wall Street.
yeah.
And I think that's what a lot, you know what I'm saying? And the way they play it,
That's
they
crazy
always
because
show it like drugs is in the ghetto. And what you always see the suburban kid, they got to ride to the hood. That's why you would have movies like, you know what I'm saying? Just in life, when you see a white person that's in the hood, what people say, he's there for one or two things: drugs or buying property. He's not there because they not there because they want to be there.
yeah.
But see, they not gonna say that. That's like you would hear. So let's just say, oh, Carmen Ainsworth for bad school, not Carmen, Southwestern. It got drugs there. They not gonna tell you that they doing drugs in Davidson High School. They let me just say allegedly, because I ain't got time to be getting sued. They not telling you, you know what I'm saying? They got this going in because they not gonna report that in their neighborhood. They just gonna try to make it like from the the more less unfortunate, the poverty-stricken areas. They gonna act like, well, this is where the big drug heavy use is at. That's how the media been portraying it.
Yeah.
They not gonna play it like how they do it for themselves. I'm just being honest. They don't do it like that. They don't. You know what I'm saying? It's like they try to say it's bad. They to me they over report what's going on in the poor communities, and they underreport what's going on in the more well-to-do communities.
I think a lot of that has to do with the optics. Like, hey, if you're doing rich, then if you're making money, if you're making lots of money, then it can't be that bad for you, right? Like, hey, you've got time and energy and focus enough to go out and make this money. Whereas if you're not as quote productive, you get that negative connotation. All you care about is the drugs, whereas the other side is, oh, the drugs just a tool to make the money. Wall Street. Take a look at Wolf of Wall Street.
Right.
One of my favorite movies.
Mine's too.
Fucking dude sitting there railing coke so he can sit there and do more trades in a night.
Right.
Make that money. To him, it was a tool. Whereas I think the common perception is in the poorer areas, drugs are a way to escape your problems, not get out of them. You know what I mean?
No, but see, that's what it was. Powder cocaine was considered a rich man's drug, and the rock the rock, when you mix it with that baking soda, they considered it a poor man drug.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When chemically speaking,
yeah,
when you are adding baking soda to cocaine, you are diluting the overall product, which means you're making your product run further.
Mm-hmm.
So you can charge less for crack. Also, the overall high, mind you, I've only done the powdered stuff. No problem saying it, whatever, right? Look, man, if we're going to talk about drugs, I might as well talk about like some honest fucking experiences, right?
Go ahead.
Never touched crack. But when I was younger, do a rail or so, and dude was sitting there smoking a rock next to me. My high wasn't as intense, but it lasted a hell of a lot longer. He was sitting there like 40 minutes later fiending for another rock, and I'm still sitting there like, I've got to organize these playing cards. This shit's got to be done, right? So when it comes to like the perception of it, I have to spend a lot more to get this pure product. Huge old bag of cocaine, 8-ball.
Right.
It cost me about $120 back in the day. I set that down. Dude spending $20 to get what he needs right then and there, but it's a more powerful high. But who do you think has more money? The guy with, spending 120 for a bit, or a guy spending 20 for what seems to be the same amount but far less chemically pure?
No,
No,
Raphael
it's
Bird,
baking
it's the
soda.
same thing. We just call it baking soda up here. Some
No,
people call it's baking powder, but some call it baking
so
powder. It's
it's
just
the base element in it. Um, what is it? Sodium bicarbonate. In baking powder, there's something extra in that to help soften up your cookies, whereas baking soda is straight sodium bicarbonate, which, keep in your house for all things. It's a great first aid product. That reacts with some of the longer chemical chains in cocaine, adds on an extra uh, molecule on it, which acts as a catalyst, makes that shit burn up so much faster in your system, but it gives you a hell of a high. Yeah,
a
I'm
lot.
just saying.
Concrete jungle. A lot of them. You know what? When Charlie seen when I seen them, but a lot of them then did everything.
Yeah.
Listen, I done seen them entertainers, man, when they were saying that was even my wrestlers, man. We was talking about wrestlers last time, like
Mm-hmm.
Davey Boy Smith, Jim the Anvil Nightheart, that was part of the Heart Foundation. Kerry, they said they was smoking crack,
Mm-hmm.
was doing crack. So, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
Well,
damn,
for a lot
like,
of these comedy routines,
yeah,
yeah, and we're gonna have to step onto the white side of Hollywood here,
right.
right? You needed these high energy, high performing, very chaotic personalities.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really get that with cocaine.
Right.
So when careers started falling, shows started falling, they're like, what can we do to get those numbers back before we have to cancel the show? Let's introduce a chemical solution. Here's some crack, guys, smoke up. And shit, in more recent years, you've seen meth.
Yeah.
Actually, no, not even in more recent years. Fuck, you used to see Elvis was on meth. Now, not smoking it, they had him on Pervitin, basically. So pill form meth, speed. But that doesn't hit as hard. No, some of the more recent actors have been smoking meth. They're straight up crystal. Why? That high energy, chaotic performance.
Yeah, they be looking for that. I guess they steady looking for that Oscar performance. You
Yeah,
wouldn't believe how many of your actresses was on drugs. Lindsay Lohan, like I'm just saying they not. But man, some of the stuff they requiring them people to do is like damn. But my
Miley
thing,
Cyrus.
right? But my thing is, listen. I remember watching Ben Vereen when he was talking about how he had got so. But see, the industry been introducing these people to these drugs. You
Hmm?
know what I'm saying? You go to these industry parties and stuff. See, that's where they don't tell you what's really going on.
You've
Man, you
heard
get
the
invited to these parties and everything. Listen, I watched one. They said Hulk Hogan had remember the gumball machines where you can put your money in, like pour
yeah.
it and get that out. They said Hogan had one of them with all type of pills.
Mm-hmm.
I remember on
Right.
one rapper was talking, said he was with Puff Daddy. They was going to the after party. He said he had X pills, weed, liquor. My man said, I just did the weed and the liquor. He said, I don't do all that other stuff. Facts, Georgia boy. he said, Crack got the lead singer from the Five Heartbeats.
But yeah, like
I'm
so
just saying,
I've heard, going through all these documentaries, these young actors, actresses, singers
yeah.
would come into this Hollywood party. They would have a bowl, like how you keep your Halloween candy, of just random pills. People would walk in, open up their bottle, dump it in, and keep on going, and then they'd mix it up. And you just walk in and grab yourself, a little handful, chuck them in your mouth. The
Listen,
fuck? I've heard about it with cocaine. I've heard about it with, back in the day, it was so horrible. Marijuana.
yeah,
You, you think of a drug, they fucking had it there in one of these party dishes.
I'm telling you, man. I remember, rest her soul. She's no longer here, but Gangsta Boo from 3 6 Mafia. Let me see what comments says. 50% of the movies I ever seen had to be written by somebody stone. Facts.
Yeah.
I remember
Watch
Gangster Boo.
sci-fi.
I
Those
forgot what.
motherfuckers are on stone or on shrooms.
I don't know if they was on the Vibe when they was doing. They had their late night show because it wasn't on. It wasn't Arsenio Hall. And I remember 3 6 Mafia. They brought them out there, and Gangsta Boo was talking about the motel. I mean the mansion parties. She said, and I remember at a comedy show. I bullshit you not. It was at Cat Williams, but it was one. I can't remember the woman's name, and she was talking about, and it was in her act. But all of them talked about the mansion parties. But I remember this because it was on it was on the late night. It was a talk show, and she said when they went to the party, if they still got the clip, you can probably find it on YouTube. She was said all the drugs was there, but guess what they had? It was different rooms for different things. They had a room where it was for if you was into that
Oh yeah, if you want like
lifestyle.
a chill fucking kind of like dingy experience, as it were, there's a room for you to go do some heroin. There's a room for
No,
you with
but yeah, but it was
ADHD, cocaine.
no, no. This room was something else. It was like they was having sex in there. It said it was a room
That sounds
where
like ecstasy.
man, no, I'm just saying, but this how they was getting the people drugged up. That's what I took it as. They was getting you drugged up, and this how they get them pictures of you. They had a room where it'd be man with man. You had the women over here. It was just like, oh, she was lying about. Okay, Raphael Burder, she was lying about that.
So check out. Here's something
I'm
that's
just
not a
telling you,
lie.
but go ahead.
So Mary Kate and Ashley, the Olsen
Right.
twins, Full House.
Right.
They got pretty deep into all that shit until they were in their teens, and I think, the cleaner of the two decided, no, I'm walking away from this, and it killed the other one's career, right?
Right.
They took a lot of that culture with them. So when I can't remember which one got married in France, she loves cigarettes. Her and her husband fucking love cigarettes.
Okay.
When you walked into the wedding, the actual ceremony, as well as the reception, they had a huge old bowl of cigarettes that you just walk in and grab one or two, and you can sit there and smoke throughout the entire thing. Like they took that sort of culture with them into their new lives off the screen. How fucked up do you have to be to these little girls? I mean, they're about the same age as me, maybe a little bit older. They started started on screen as infants.
Mm-hmm.
And now when they got married in their late 20s, that they still had that shit. Like that stuck with them. It kind of gives you an idea how fuckered up Hollywood is.
No, okay, Raphael. If she was lying about that one, we'll go with cocaine, or we'll go with and that was the producer when he said with Puffy and them when he went to the parties. Even go with go with we could. Oh, it said no, my mistake. I was with different artists and they had that stuff all over and did not care. No, okay. He said no, my mistake. She wasn't lying about. I was in the studios with different artists and they had that stuff all over and did not care. I'm telling you, man, some of the stuff that I was listening to, man, I be watching. Trevor, man, it was like I'm not saying it didn't happen on the rock and roll. I'm just saying when I was watching on what I was seeing, and they was talking about the stuff they was having, like orgies in the studio, doing the sessions and stuff. I'm like, do you understand what you do? Because listen,
Wild lifestyle,
do you
dude.
understand, man? When you this is what is happening to people. Everybody when Jay-Z aged, when he got back in the game and when he made it happen. You introducing people who may be 18, 19, 20, 21. Just look at Lil Wayne. He was young when Baby Them was getting money. Look at the lifestyle that you introduced him to. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of stuff that you doing to these people mind who are not fully developed and not understanding. Same thing that goes for the NBA players, the NFL players. A lot of these people are young, man, and it's even happening in colleges. They were saying at Texas, they was having the players was man, it was like a porn star thing up there. This is
Texas.
what you got. Football team. I'm not saying this probably happened in that other ones, but this was the ones they was talking about. Saying all this stuff going on. It's like, what do you expect to happen to a person that's 18, 19? You know what I'm saying? Now you giving millions of dollars to, which rightfully they do deserve. What do you expect to happen? You know what I'm saying? Going back watching a story with Lynn Bynes.
Like,
You see with this, and it said it's worse at the local studios. The drug dealers hang out at those places. It's like, but they done made it such of a culture. You know what I'm saying? This is, and it's like you seeing more of the artists. It ain't like they wasn't drugged up before, but it's like, nah, they don't even care. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep the artists drugged up, but we can rob them blind.
yeah. And I mean, rob them blind for one thing, but two, they've heard all these stories. Hey, all your dreams come true when you make it, right? When you get into that studio. Well, what are a lot of these younger kids thinking with? Not thinking about thinking with. They're thinking with their pants and their hormones. Hey, what are some things that work really well with those? Drugs and sex. So let's give them that in the studio. Let's make them feel like they made it.
Yeah.
And even if they aren't stoned out of their fucking mind signing a contract, they've got that euphoria going on of, hey, I fucking made it. I can do whatever I want, wherever I want now. So I might as well sign this. They gave me what I wanted.
Yeah.
Shit.
A lot of time people don't be looking. You might be worth 50 million, but you took the million because you know what you said, what you trying to get out of poverty. You don't want to be living in the hood. You don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, only making $10 an hour. You want to be able to, you don't want to eat like how they say when you see why grocery stores are not in the bad areas, but you get stores like a Walmart, you get stores like with Family Dollar. You're not gonna get high end grocery stores in the hood. Even with them saying they want to put that co-op grocery store over there, you're not getting high end.
I'm sorry, I'm just cracking up because that store's never gonna.
No, it's. I mean, but you know what? It's just the game that they playing, Trevor. We see it. It's the game that they playing. We got to put up with it, and that's what's diabolical about this whole situation. We see the politics is being played, but we got to, man. You got anything you want to end this with, out, Trevor? Yeah,
No. Oh, dude. Like we've gone over a lot of stuff today.
Yeah.
And I think it's all on perception. The way what we were talking about, perception of churches being attacked, where they're attacked, and how much money's in the area versus the perception of drug usage and where it's at. Oh, these people use it to escape their problems. These people use it to fucking better themselves in one way or another, or their bank account, or the perception of Hollywood, or the perception of going to the studio. Hey, we can make this happen for these kids and make them feel good about themselves, or just get them stoned as fuck and rob them blind. Either or. It's all about the perception there and of. That's about where I'm at with it.
Ain't no problem, good brother. Well, what I'm finna do, man, I got to get out here. I'm finna go get me a medicine ball to open me up because I am clogged up, man. I've been rolling through tissue. I'm going to say it's my allergies.
I'm going to go crawl back into bed.
Well, I'll hit you later on, man.
Yeah. Later, everyone.
I see y'all at 5 o'clock, family, with Brother Elliot. Then at 6 o'clock. You heard? Peace.
Later.
Yep.